Today, ladies and gentlemen, we're putting the last piece of the puzzle together to make my BMW F82 M4 look truly timeless. Here she is. It's a 2014 base poverty spec M4, literally the first of them all, and it looks a bit outdated now. Now, while the shape itself looks incredible, the lines, the bonnet hump, the carbon roof, it just looks amazing. From the front, it looks just a little bit old. Because we've got these LCI taillights, which I'll turn on here, the car looks brand spanking new, but from the front, we've got those pre-LCIs. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Performance Nick video, and in today's video, we are installing the IKON headlights on our BMW M4. This is really the last piece of the puzzle to make this car look practically brand new. You'll see from the results, if you didn't know about BMWs, this car would look like a 2025 model car. So before we go in any more depth, let's pull out the M4 and talk a bit more about it. They say an apple a day keeps a doctor away. Well, a cold start a day keeps Nick at bay. Let's do valves closed. Let's just quickly... I love the cold start of this car. I know it's only a 6-cylinder, but damn, it's aggressive. I like it. I like it. In my opinion, these pre-LCI M4s are the best value sports car you can buy, hands down pretty much. It misses a few things that the competition gets, like it doesn't get those competition seats, or the seat belts, or in the later LCIs, obviously, the headlights. But when it comes to money, here in Australia, you can pick one up for about $50,000 for a higher kilometre one, or closer to 60 for a lower kilometre one. Compare that to a competition, we're talking like 75. Big difference for only 20 horsepower difference. Give it a little tune and a few parts like we have, and it's already faster. We're not talking about performance, we're talking about headlights. So these are the pre-LCIs. I took a few videos, I put them on the screen. They look cool, they look good for the time, but they definitely look outdated from the front now. It might just be me, but when I see one of pre-LCI headlights, it makes me think it looks outdated. Like it looks like you bought the cheapest M4 possible, which isn't a bad thing, but it looks like it. And they came out with the LCI, which was just the LCI taillight. So some of them came standard with LCI taillights and non-LCI headlights. Now mine didn't, I installed the taillights. But then in late 2016 came out the LCI 2, which came out with the iconic IKON headlights. They came out and it changed the look of the car completely. So if you have a pre-facelift M4, and you put the LCI taillights, don't put the GDS ones, they look pretty cheap. And if you put those IKON headlights, no one will really know that it is a pre-LCI unless you get inside the car, look at the iDrive and the seats. Installing the Icons isn't the easiest of jobs, but it's not super hard either. You've got to take off the bumper, take out the lights, put the new lights in, you've got to reconnect them to the car, and then you've got to put it all back together. Now, if you saw in the last video, we took the E92 M3, the Precision Car Zone, and they installed this full GT4 style lip with the vents to actually go through to the brakes. They took the whole bumper off as part of that process, so why not do it again for the M4? And the best thing is they're actually providing the lights for me as well, so they're doing it all, one-stop shop. I'm so excited for this, so let's get going, let's get in the M4, hit the road, get the PCZ, and take apart my M4, take the bumper off, and get some lights in there. Let's do another startup. All right, let's go. It's important to note today, we are installing aftermarket Icons, not the real deal from BMW themselves. And there's a pretty good reason why we're installing aftermarket, not the genuine, and it's because of the price difference. Genuine Icons cost around $5,000, and good luck trying to find them from the wreckers or the junkyard or anything like that. You just can't, they sell out instantly. And yeah, you can buy them directly from BMW parts, but like I said, $5,000. Aftermarket ones are like a third of that price. It's practically the same thing. The only difference is the detail on the inner of the headlight is a little bit different, but you won't know when the headlight's running because the light's going to go through and you can't see the details through the light. The only drawback to it is you do lose your adaptive headlights feature, which does suck, but I don't drive the car enough to really care. I'd rather the benefit of having Icons and the look of it than having adaptive headlights, because realistically I never really even use them because I don't drive the car that much at night and I don't do road trips or anything. Like I said, I'm getting them through PCZ, they're providing them, and they get them directly from the supplier in China, so they get a good deal on them. So definitely good pricing there, plus they know how to do it. Last time we went to PCZ, we went through this tunnel, and it's the exact same one. What a coincidence. Let's do it again. Oh, yes, thank you very much. And these ones also have a special trick which your regular BMW ones don't, but I'll show you that later in the video after they're installed. We'll keep that as a surprise. later and we're back at PCZ. The M4 is in the same position the M3 was last week, but no lip today. Today, we've got the beautiful icons that are ready to go on. I mean, when the light's on, it looks so much better, but even straight away, you can tell a difference. Of course, remember this car from last week. Nice and loud, my ears are probably still ringing. And they've done a little special Christmas tree here. I've got the Christmas banner, and the iconic 2 Series in orange has now got all the Christmas lights on it. This install is going to be a little bit more work than last week, and it's 30 degrees today, so we're dying in the workshop, but that's all right, because that end result will be worth it. So let's get into it. Same thing, I'm going to jack the car up, take the bumper off. So off come the M666 wheels. We're taking off the bolts from the inside, getting this guard off, and then we're taking off the bolts from the top as well, so we can pull off the whole front bar of the M4. And off she goes. Now I've got a naked M4. And one pet peeve I've always had of this M4, I've always had all of this in there. I've never taken off the bumper, but at least we can drop the intercooler now and clean it all out. But it's just embarrassingly disgusting inside of here. The last 11 years of grime, leaves, sticks and everything getting built up in the F82. Oh my God, that needs a well-deserved clean. You guys can say in the comments I neglect my cars, because even I'm embarrassed. So while I've got them tinkering with my lights, I've noticed here, look at my lip. This is disgusting. It's been absolutely destroyed. It's been on my mind to get a new lip, but I think this might be my sign. From the front it looks all right, got a bit of damage, but I think it might be time. I have to do a bit of extra shopping because that's gross. Ugh. So before we pull apart anything, we're going to test out the lights. So we've got the original ones there with the icons. We have plugged them in. So it's the moment of truth to see if the icons are compatible with the car. So if we could please turn on the headlights. And there we go. Oh my goodness. I know I haven't installed it yet, but just look at that difference. That is insanity. Even without a bumper, you can imagine how that's going to look. My baby is completely blind. It looks like a salvage car. This might be a Matt Armstrong video now. It looks absolutely ruined, but you've got to trust in the process, I guess. It's just crazy to see it like that. But what we have to do is we actually have to take the bracket here from our original headlight to put it into the new one so it holds it into place, which is literally 2 bolts. So that's the only thing we have to transfer over, and then we can put the new headlights in and get rid of this style. I'm not a big fan of this style. We can put the bumper back on with the icons, line up all the clips, screw it back in, and we'll see what the final result looks like. Bumper's back on, I'm not going to reveal it right now, but that front splitter is really annoying me. So Amir from PCZ, the legend, has hooked us up with a CS style gloss black one. I was really tempted to go with the carbon fiber one, but as we saw, my car is lowered and I'll just eat through it. Like, I'd just destroy it. So I'd rather just go with the gloss black, which still looks incredible. And at least I won't feel bad every time I bottom it out. The E90, I don't bottom it out as much, but in this car, every time I drive it, every time I go on my driveway, I'm scraping. So let's put this CS on while we're here as well, get rid of this current, absolutely destroyed, ugly one, and see how much of a difference that makes as well. So as we take off this old lip here, I don't know what possessed BMW to drill about 8 holes through the carbon fiber on each side. How many holes are I don't know why they would do that. And the new one, we were worried we were going to have to drill a hole or 2, but it seems this thing's already got like 25 bullet holes under it. I've always had that lip on that car, so I got used to it. Seeing it now without the lip, it's not too bad. It just feels like it's missing something. It's like it's missing its lower lip, ironically. Yeah, look, it actually looks all right, especially with the Austin yellow. I think it complements it, but it just loses a bit of that aggression, which the icons make up for. But yeah, we're not rocking the no lip look. It's just not worth it. I'd rather destroy a lip every second week than run no lip. Now we've got the new lip installed that looks incredible, actually suits that carbon perfect, and we've got the headlights. So if we can do the honors and turn them on, have a look at that. That is a night and day difference from what we had before. And like I said, we've got one little trick. So let's show them what happens when you flash the lights a little bit. We've also got the yellow DRLs. Now, I originally wasn't a huge fan of them, but they suit this Austin yellow just perfectly. Oh my God, we're gonna have to get some clips out there, some photo shoots, video shoots, these icons. They've definitely done the job. So once again, Precision Car Zone have come in clutch. The headlights, the lip are honestly 10 out of 10. The cosmetics wise in this car are near perfect. Obviously, we've got a few other things in the pipeline, but now we've got LCI headlights and the tail lights. So it does look like a 2020 model M4. Let's take the M4 home. We're gonna organize some photo shoots and video shoots to really display how it looks. So we just finished up at PCZ. I've got Kenny here. He helped out with some photo shoots and video shoots, so I'll put it up on the screen, some of his work. Definitely check him out.
Oh, thank you, man.
That's all right. Now, you've never been in a Stage 2 M4, have you?
No, haven't.
Okay, so there's always a first for everything. And I've hyped it up, telling him how much power, how much it spins, doing all that.
I'm scared.
So we'll do a little pull. First pull we'll do with MDM on, so it's not gonna, it'll spin a little bit.
What's MDM?
So it's M dynamic mode, so what that does, it's gonna spin a little bit, but when it notices we're spinning too much, it's gonna kick back in. So we're not gonna do essentially a huge burnout. We're just gonna spin down the street without destroying my tyres. So we'll do a little second gear pull. The DRLs, of course, means it's gonna be faster now.
And remember the weight reduction.
Weight reduction, yeah.
For the leaves.
That's it. All right, let's do a little second gear. Ready?
Yep.
Wow. We'll do it again now with a bit of traction off. But we've got the people behind us, they're turning heads and everything. Maybe because we just flew down the street, maybe because of a cool car, I don't know.
Mexico run, after all. Yeah.
Sirens going in the background and everything.
Well, I can already smell the rubber as well.
Yeah, wow. And that wasn't a burnout in any sense, it was just me accelerating. So keep in mind, this is me with no brake, this is just me straight accelerator, alright? Alright, let's do it.
What the?
You're gonna sell the Honda and buy an M4 now?
You know what, I'm gonna make the Honda do the same thing.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Big single turbo, so that was me on the way in.
That was you?
Yeah. AI generated that, of course.
Yeah.
AI, that wasn't me. That was
all in GTA.
Yeah, exactly right. It's GTA RP. But yeah, it's just holding on for dear life and putting it right there. Because it could snap at any second. You just got to hold it. So.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
AI is getting really out of hand these days, man.
But boys, check out Kenny's work, all right? We see the photos on the screen. He's done a good job there. So, and I'm sure going forward we'll do a photo shoot together.
Oh, thank you.
We'll work something out.
100%.
We've been at PCZ for most of the day, so we're going to head home, wrap it up, and then we're going to head out either tomorrow or the next day, get some proper video shoots and photo shoots. So let's cut to the next day. And it is the next day now, so let's take out the M4, meet up with F82 Charlie and also a photographer. Let's go get some photos and videos done of the new looking M4. Another nice little Polestar. Let's go check out those icons, make sure they're still attached to the car. There are the icons. The new lip, I've already scraped it on the way in, but I mean, it's to be expected with this car. Any lip won't survive. Anyways, well, let's hit the road. Now, last night I went out, got some photos of the icons and videos. It looks so much better at night time. It just changes the look of it, makes it so much more aggressive. And like I said, I never thought I'd really like the yellow icons, but the yellow icons on a yellow car actually work out quite well. So you can form your own opinion there. So we've hit it by the beach. We've got Marzella Media and we've got F82 Charlie here. They're gonna work their magic. I mean, I don't think I can really compete. They've got the full gimbals and all that set up. Yeah, we're not competing. So we'll put up their content on the screen now, but I'm sure it won't disappoint. It is a truly beautiful day, so we'll take out the car now they've done a photo shoot and just enjoy it in this weather. We've made it back home and I must say, what an awesome mod this is. I just love these icons and I honestly do vouch for every F80 and F82 owner to go out there and do this. Big shout out to Precision Car Zone. They hooked us up with the lights and also that new lip we're running on the car as well. Also, big shout out to all the people on screen that we worked with in this video and showing their awesome media skills. If you want your own icons, hit up PCZ. They'll sort you out and do it all for you. And thank you for watching another Performance Sync video and this little vlog for the day. Please consider liking, commenting and subscribing. It does truly make my day. And I'll see you guys next week with next week's video. Peace out and drive safe until then.